Alright, so I managed to get my hands on Google's Nexus 7 built by Asus, and I'm going to do a little unboxing video. I've cheated a little bit. I've already logged into my accounts, connected to Wi-Fi, and got us to where I can show you some of the nice features that are on this tablet. I'm not going to do a really in-depth review, but just a brief user interface. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to go through some of the specs here with you before I put my hands on the tablet and just tell you what's inside of this thing. So this comes in both the 8GB and the 16GB versions. This one is an 8GB of internal memory. You can get the 16, but it's going to be a little bit more expensive. The 8GB is at a $200 price point, which is incredible. Lots of people are excited about that. The release date is supposed to be sometime towards the end of July. It's going to be released online a little bit earlier than it will be released in stores, but you should see that towards the end of the month hitting stores. This tablet runs on Android 4.1 or the Jelly Bean, which is similar to Ice Cream Sandwich, has a couple more bells and whistles. The interface is a little bit more friendly, and I'll show you some of that stuff, but not everything. There's a lot of buzz about this tablet and its quad-core 1.2 GHz Tegra 3 processor, which is incredible for a tablet of this size and also at this price point. There's a gig of internal RAM, which will go nicely with that quad-core processor. Unfortunately, there's no expandable storage with this device, nor is there an HDMI video out. So if you're looking for those two things, this tablet is probably not your best bet. But if you're just going to use it for everyday email surfing, web surfing, this tablet is amazing for the price. I'm going to keep saying that. It's amazing. The display, it's a 7-inch display, has 1280 by 800 screen resolution, which is great. I'll show you that in a minute. It also has a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera. It has some docking pins. I heard those are going to be used later on for an audio dock built by Asus. The battery on board is about 9.5 hours of use, depending on what you're doing. It's a 4325 milliamp hour battery. The display, it's a 10-finger multi-touch display, which I don't know why you'd ever need 10 fingers on the screen at once, but it can handle the multi-touch just fine. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to show you a couple different things. There's something called Project Butter that has helped just smooth the transitions between the different screens, and I'm going to show you some of the transitions when I open it up for you. And then towards the end, I'm going to be applying a screen protector that I got from Extreme Guard. It's pretty much the only screen protector I've found so far for the Nexus 7. It's pretty awesome. I'll show you that once I've got it all applied. Okay, so we'll go ahead and turn the device on here, let you see what I'm talking about. You've got a pretty nice display. Right now the brightness is set to automatic, so things are going to adjust as you change the lighting that you're in. But I can show you how to change that. With the Jelly Bean, there's been some good improvements on the notification menu, and I can show you that when you pull down the notifications menu, there's a button here at the top that lets you lock or unlock the screen shift from portrait to landscape. There I've got it locked, so it won't shift over, and it won't shift over on the screen anyway. But once we open up a browser window, we'll want that unlocked so we can get the full screen effect from that. You've also got a nice little button that takes you straight to your settings here, right on your notification bar, which is a nice touch. Looking at the front screen, we see labeled up here, this is My Library, and all of this stuff you see on the screen, I haven't added any of it. It just comes native with the Jelly Bean software, and I'm going to go through and show you some of that. It's actually pretty cool what they've done there. Screen scroll back and forth is really quite nice. Now the two things I've done is I've gone ahead and I've added the email widget on this screen over here, and it's pretty nice. You can scroll up and down through your emails. You can see who things are from and a little brief headline of each of those emails. Back to that home page, that's everything that you see when you turn your Nexus 7 on for the first time. And over here, you've got the recommended on Google Play and then recommended apps. Two nice little features. Go ahead and get rid of those if you want, but I actually like having them on there. And then I've installed Netflix, and hopefully at the end of this I'll get to show you some of the Netflix on there. I will have to sign in, so that'll take me a second. I apologize for that. But just starting over here on that left button, we see a nice little pop-up. It gives us a bunch of shortcuts. We got the Chrome, Maps, a couple different things. The calendar is actually a really nice interface. Reminds me a lot of the iPad's calendar. It's really user friendly. Scroll back and forth. You can add different email accounts on there, and it really looks nice. You're gonna like this if you are looking for a good calendar feature. Going back down, Google Play has added a couple different buttons for us, and we'll explore a couple of those. So this one, Google Play, these are going to be your books, and the Nexus 7 guidebook you see here is going to be pretty helpful if you have any questions for the Nexus 7. I really like the interface that it has for the Nexus 7. Each page has a page-like animation to it, and if we turn it to the side, we're going to get 2 pages, and you can see the page animation. Oh, I'm doing the scroll bar. You can see the page animation is very book-like. I just thought it was great. I think this tablet is pretty much perfect for reading purposes. It fits really nicely in the hand. You got some good grip on there. Going over to the next button here, this is another Google Play button, but this is going to be all the magazines. Now these magazines come preloaded with the Nexus 7, and I'm sure those will change as the magazines come out with different headlines, of course, and different magazines. But you can click on any of these and you get a very nice magazine feel as you scroll from page to page. And if you want, I believe you can actually switch this to just the text, so you don't have all the images and you can just read the text. That might be nice with certain magazines, but I actually like keeping all the images on here. So I'll get out of that real quick. And then one thing that I do want to show you is I'm going to go into settings, and we're going to go to the display, and we're going to go to brightness. And I'm going to take the brightness off of the automatic brightness and turn it all the way up. I prefer watching movies on this setting. It just gives me, for me, it's the best display setting that you can choose. You might want to change that if you're in a lot of dark room situations. You'll want that to adjust automatically. It might be kind of nice. So going back into some of the magazines, maybe the image looks a little bit brighter, more clear. I'm not sure, but I actually like it a lot better. This middle button here, you're going to get a good look at all the apps you have installed. The interface here is actually really cool. As you scroll to the left, you see that other page below fading in from the background, which is, I think, a really great touch. I'm not sure if that came with Ice Cream Sandwich or not, but it's a nice touch that is here with Jelly Bean. You've got if you look at the top, you have the apps there, and then as you scroll through all of your apps, you actually go to the widgets area, or you can just click on widgets and it'll take you straight there. So I keep overloading the RAM on my computer that I'm using to record this, so I got to speed through this. This tablet's looking like it's actually more robust than my computer is. But let's go ahead and continue. I just barely showed you this middle button here with the icons. If you didn't get to see that, let me know. I'll repost another video. Really quick, the next button I'm going to show you is through Google Play. I showed you the books, I showed you magazines, now I'm on to the video portion of the Google Play buttons. You can see movies, top you see TV shows, personal videos, so you've got a nice interface there. Transformers already came on the tablet, or with the tablet. I still had to download it, but I can go ahead, I can show you some video playback. This is at the higher brightness setting. I showed you, or I should have showed you how to turn off the auto brightness setting and turn it all the way up so your video is a little bit better. So you've got Transformers playing here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go back to our home screen. You can see that just the video quality all around looks really great. I'm very impressed with the video quality. There's something like a 12-core graphics CPU in this thing by NVIDIA, so video playback is just amazing. Going back to the home screen, we now see Transformers pop up on our My Library homepage. Now this homepage is really great. It shows us the last video we were looking at, some of the last magazines we were looking at. It's a great resource for just quickly getting where you want to go. I was just barely also in the audio portion of Google Play. You've got at the top again, you've got playlist, recent, artists, albums. If we want, we can really quick jump into Coldplay, click on their album cover, and then click on the song we want to listen to. This one is one of the ones that's free. It's a kind of a demo thing that Google offers. You see Paradise starts to play. I'll go ahead and pause that, bounce back to the home screen, and we see Paradise, or not Paradise, but the album cover for Coldplay right there in the corner. Great resource. The interface is just really intuitive. I love it. Going over to the Play Store, we can see that magazines have been added over here to the left. We see apps, music, magazines, books, movies, and TV, so you get a good resource for pretty much everything. You can jump out of that. I use the Google Play Store to download Netflix for free. And we see Netflix over here. I'm not going to show that to you now just because it's not going to let me record long enough to do so. Netflix interface is awesome. I really love it. The last feature I want to show you before I put on a screen protector is going to be the voice command. It's not going to recognize this because I'm already speaking, but let me go ahead and set an alarm for tomorrow. Wow, I got all that text. So let me try again. Set an alarm for 6 a.m.
Setting alarm.
It's going to go ahead and set that alarm for me. You can also use the voice feature to find some restaurants. Chinese food near me. Get a nice list. If I go ahead and select one of these, it's going to help me navigate straight to that restaurant, which is going to be great. So really great interface. I love the tablet. For the price, you can't beat it. Performance is awesome. Scrolling back and forth between everything is great. In here in the apps, I love the scroll on that. Let me pull up a magazine just real quick and show you some of the pinch features and how quick that is. We've got the cover here. I'm going to go to the next page and show you scrolling in and out, and in and out is just awesome. It's almost instantaneous. Love it. Great tablet. Go and pick one up. I'm going to show you that screen protector from Extreme Guard. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've applied the screen protector, both the full body and just the screen. I can go ahead and show you that, try and get a close-up. This screen protector is cut really close to the edges, so you get a near perfect fit with this Extreme Guard protector. I'm pretty impressed with it. There are a couple little tiny bubbles and things like that maybe you can see on here. None of them have air in them, so I'm expecting them to just go away with some time. I think there might be just some moisture from the wet install that's still trapped under there, and that'll just take some time to work its way through the screen protector and evaporate completely. On the back, the screen protector really looks great. It goes around all of the corners you need it to. It goes around the headphone jack, the micro USB, you got the speaker port on there. The corners are cut out to make sure that everything lays down flat. It goes around the volume button as well as the on-off button, and you've got the reset button at the top as well. And everything is just crisp, perfect lines. Looks really great. I'm impressed with the design of this. So there you have it. You've got the screen protector on there, and I guess you could pick one up for yourself. It's the only company I found so far that's selling the Nexus 7 screen protector. So you can jump on Extreme Guard if you want to pick up one of those, or just check out any other protectors for other devices.